1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11. Actually, yes. 11 ingredients, that's total. 11 ingredients are of natural slash vegetable origin. 11 out of 13. Because actually, the only thing synthetic in my products, and I mean, I think it's in all my products, the only thing synthetic is the preservative, which is benzyl alcohol and dihydroacetic acid. So, and this preservative is accepted in Germany as I think Germany and maybe another country, but I just remember Germany. It is accepted in Germany as in organic cosmetics, and well, you know, Germany is kind of really extremely precise and really quality products. So I think you can trust them to say that this is a really safe product to be used on the skin and anywhere else. Why is this product so different from the others? Well, let's talk about some ingredients in this. So I talked about before the bihydroxyammonium chloride. Okay, this is what you find in your basic supermarket product, and even in other, I mean, in other brands as well. Really, I'm not saying names and anything, but just look at some really well-known brands, and you will see that they also use bihydroxyammonium chloride. So that's just one ingredient, bihydroxyammonium chloride. What I use in my hair treatments, and if I ever do conditioners, I will also use this product. It's, well, cetearyl alcohol, of course, because it's something that has to go along with this other ingredient. I do not use bihydroxyammonium chloride, but I use bihydroxyammonium methosulfate. Running out of space here. Okay, so this is what I use, bihydroxyammonium methosulfate. The difference between these two, well, obviously this one is a vegetable-based ingredient, and this one is often chemical-based and, I mean, non-natural based. Difference between these two, I'll say 1 and 2. To understand the difference, and I should say differences between these two, you have to remember how your hair work. A hair fiber is something like this. Okay? It has some kind of scales. Alright, something like that, pretty much. This is how just one hair looks like, okay? There are some scales on your hair, and these scales, the hair fiber is inside it. I should have, well, I do another. Inside you have the hair fiber. Right? You have the hair fiber here. This is the most important part of your hair, because this is what keeps them alive. And if you don't take care of this, you don't take care of your hair at all. All right? The fact is that they behave like this when you use a shampoo. Usually they open up. So they open up, and the hair fiber, which is here, when you're using a shampoo, the scales, they open up, and so ingredients in your shampoo can penetrate inside your hair. Not necessarily inside the hair fiber, but inside the global fabric. And when this is all done, when you rinse it out, when you use a conditioner, because the conditioner is a bit acidic, what happens is that this is the hair fiber. What happens is that the acidic formula tightens up the scales, so that they are really they're kind of, yeah, they're just tightened up, and that way nothing can come in. Nothing at all. Well, usually, because they are protected. So anything like pollution, I don't know. They just the hair fiber, the fiber is protected. That's the basic idea. But when you use a conditioner that contains bihentrimonium chloride, what happens is that even more than just being tightened up, the scales are covered. They are covered by the product, the conditioner. Even if you rinse it out really well, the less time you spend rinsing the product, of course, the more you'll have some product left on your hair. So if you use a conditioner that has bihentrimonium chloride in it, usually, and silicones, of course, this is what happens. The conditioner leaves behind it some kind of a coat on your hair, and the hair fiber can no longer, let's say, breathe. It can't breathe anymore. So what's happening is you're doing what's called, and I'm sure you already know it, but you're building up coats and coats of silicones and conditioning agents and everything like that. You are building up synthetic ingredients on your hair, and that's usually why they get dull, they have split ends, and so on and so forth. But there are some ingredients that do not build up, and, well, I think you guessed it, bihentrimonium methosulfate is one of those. What happens when you use bihentrimonium methosulfate is that, well, you shampoo and then you put a conditioner so your scales are tightened up. But what happens is that the bihentrimonium methosulfate does not leave this coat on your hair. In fact, it will help when you leave the product on your hair, because the scales were they were open in the first place. What happens is that all the good molecules, I mean molecules in general, but in my products, the good molecules of silk protein, organic inulin, which is brackets, the inulin is obtained from a variety of potato, and it is really nice conditioning, natural conditioning agent. And so what happens is that after shampoo, the conditioner will, the pentraminum methylsulfate will actually help the good molecules, silk protein and everything, to go inside and then stay around the hair fiber and then really heal your hair. And the acidic formula will tighten up the scales so that everything stays in and you have a really shiny and smooth hair in the end. And so you don't have any building up process. You don't build up coats of silicones and everything, because obviously I don't use any silicones at all in my hair treatments. So that's it. I hope you understood everything, because well, my English is I think pretty good, but well, I'm used to explaining this in French. But anyway, you can find everything I said here on my blog, because I pretty much read some parts of the articles. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you understood everything I said in it. And I will try to shoot another one just after this one. So stay tuned and see you next time. Bye bye.